show our thinking, right? How would that go?
I mean, I just did step 1, the mean. Step 2, wait, what did I do here? I found the mean. Oh God, I found the mean. Yeah, it was 15. You found the mean. It's 15,000.
Yeah.
And then
Well, the 15,000 was for the first one. That's where I was like, that's where I was crazy. I was trying to match that 9,000 with the 15,000 and see if I could like get something here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
we're there.
I stopped after I saw that this number was crazy far from that 90, I guess. Oh wait, no, but it still applies. It's still very applicable because this is the same number for A and B, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the mean is for 2 because that changed a little bit. But for 1, the mean is 15,000.
Oh, okay. So, sleepy boy.
About it.
That sounds creepy.
Oh, what is that? Oh.
Yeah, the mean here is like 37,000.
Mm.
But I think you're right about these outliers. So like that 125 and that $1, these like crazy amounts, they're probably like really throwing it off. So I don't know if that's anything that we can actually use.
But I think that's kind of like almost the purpose of this, right? Because now I'm thinking about like most Americans, right, know how to find the average. Like you can naturally figure that
That's
out.
a simple. You learn that in middle school. That's like, are you smarter than the 6th graders?
Right, but like even like you can like tell given numbers like kind of what's in the middle.
Yeah.
And like for us, like we would probably figure out that maybe like let's say we figured out that about 40,000 is in the middle.
Right. Looking at those numbers.
I think it's very strategic that coincidentally it's 37,000 and the next and the closest one is 30,000, which is like the second highest. It's.
Oh, you mean like the second? So over here, our second number is 10,000, which is like just a little bit lower than that 15,000.
Right.
Where it's like it's pretty close to these, and these are like really far off. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
That's an interesting pattern.
And because I don't want that person to win.
So you're going to offer something that's like.
That's like tantalizing enough.
Yeah.
So like maybe right past, maybe either probably in like this case, I would do it below the mean, or I would do it below the next closest. So the closest is 30,000. So I do it below that. I might do like 20,000. But I'm trying to protect the 30,000 and the 125,000.
Interesting. So yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. 20,000. So then we go back to these bigger. The beginning of the show. Or are you still going to offer 30,000? Does that follow along this just enticing? Yeah,
I think so because so it's harder to find the mean. So like the median, it's probably around here, right? 2 rows in. Probably around $10,000 to $25,000. Yeah, $10,000 to $25,000. So I would offer straight up, if there's enough, I would offer either the mean, because there's there are no outliers.
Right.
If there's an outlier, I would do it with the next level down. Mm-hmm. If there is no outlier, I would offer the true mean. Because
it's the beginning of the show and you have a chance of getting something.
But like I'm gonna see that, well, let's say I offer the 30,000. Another person's gonna think, but I could win 50, 75, 100, 200, 300.
Easily, because they're still
concerned, and they're thinking, oh, there's like a very high chance, because they're thinking the probability is 50%. 50% I'm going to get the one I offer because I take it. 50% I'm going to get one of them that's higher than that offer, which is false. Like it's like a false process.
Right.
Did any of that make sense?
It makes sense to me. I like it. It's manipulative warfare, and I love it. I'm all here for it.
I miss my 8-foot whiteboard.
Yes.
That's my best justification. What do y'all think? Because I
mean, because I was thinking like 25,000. I was thinking mean. So like that 30,000 sounds pretty legit to me.
Are you guys on number 3 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're thinking 30,000 because
It's kind of, when you eyeball it, it's kind of the mean of these numbers, and it sounds enticing enough. Well, not enticing enough, but
I'm just thinking of like, if my, bless her heart, if my stepmother were to be on this game show, what decision would she make? And like, she's gonna see herself, oh, I get 30,000 bucks. I can either get that or I get 50, 75, 100, 200. They won't be considering the lower ones.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I should be solving the problem like in real life, or I should be solving it like mathematically, because I'm caught up in the. Whatever, right? So like the person's gonna want to win above that range.
Right.
And in actuality, they're gonna have their bell curve is gonna be set based on the dealer's offer, right? If the offer is like 100, right, they're only gonna be preoccupied with the numbers greater than that 100.
Yeah.
And they kind of forget about the.
Yeah, I really do think because of again, I can only think in the game show scenario with my stepmother. She's going to be too preoccupied by like the nature that I could be winning this very large sum of money, 30,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the tug back at her heart would be like, but there's 50, 500. What if I could go that step further?
Yeah.
I really could use 30,000 right now. So
I could use
Wow.
$1 right now.
I think that's like, it really depends on where you are going into it.
Exactly.
So
And
30,000.
what your state of mind.
Yeah.
You're just trying to
In and out burger. Would that be 10 out of 18?
It's like a sociological course now. All of a sudden.
So Matt,
Person teaches in the West and has eaten an In and Out burger.
Because it
Yes.
says, because knowing that they've eaten an In and Out burger.
Person prefers.
spend more time.
19. So what about those?
Carl, 3 suitcases left. 1, 5.
62.
Damn, that's a big outlier. Going all the way to
Yeah.
the deal. What is the probability that Carl wins?
Off the bat.
Yeah. So was it? Should it be that?
That's right.
something else was the first suitcase that
Is it? What is the problem? The
Or-
number share no factors
I can do.
larger than 1.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's
Because these are numbers 2. That would be a half,
It's
right?
half of it.
Yep.
So
So Ben's number ends in a 7.
we could probably receive on this.
Well, let's see. There would be 7, 17.
But none of those are
Maybe.
going to be a multiple of 2. Anything that
Yeah,
ends in a
none of
7 isn't a multiple of 2. So that would be 0.
0.
So
Now, are we treating it like a separate event, or are the probability that he survives the first round and survives the second?
Like they're
So then you have to multiply it together. Now we've got 2.
Wait, it says that their numbers share no common factors. So wouldn't that be 100%? 100 or 1? Sorry. Because it says, what is the probability that their numbers share
Which makes
no common factors?
Oh, yeah. So that would be 100%.
Or, yeah, right.
Am I having one?
But for the next one, it would be 0.
0. Yep.
Right, correct.
So I think the probability against the
So
million.
0's number is 5.
Well, 2/3 times.
2/3.
So share no factor.
2/3. Yeah, still
Okay,
2/3.
okay.
Either way, I think.
Oh,
What about C?
Right, so if their number's 2, then one half of the numbers
Oh,
are
yeah.
gonna have a share or,
1/5.
oh, no, I take that back.
Well, he
Because
also
4/5
has
are
to-
not gonna have
Oh,
common
yeah.
factors.
Mm-hmm.
So the first opening is 2/3.
It's that no
Yeah.
business that's messing me up.
It would be 1/2. And you have to multiply
Yeah.
the 2 together.
Oh,
Yep, you're right, yeah.
Or no.
Ben's number is 5. No, a 0 says 5, and Ben's number is a multiple of 3. So wouldn't that be the and? That would make it, wasn't this where we would do the multiply?
Mm-hmm.
Because we want both. So if they have 5, that's 4/5. But Ben's number is a multiple of 3.
Whataburger.
So the probability of that not having anything would be 2/3.
oh, I know what I'm doing.
So it would be 6.
That means going straight to in and out.
It should be what? Divided by 3, 2/5.
So I thought about it as every 15th number
Yeah.
is gonna have a common
Mhm.
factor, right? So then all those numbers in between,
Oh, yeah. So it'd be 14, 15.
High and other.
I think.
isn't it memorizing?
I don't understand. Are they these two have the same information?
Surveys.
Yeah, I don't understand what these two.
What's the rest of these?
Length and height of each.
Five feet, so the first is the first time. So I'm saying, I'm guessing, inferring that the second table is 5 and 4.
Oh, they're the same numbers. Oh, they're the same symbol. Oh.
78.
But are they from the West? Or are they
West refers to West of the
Yeah. So yeah, so you had 25
Oh, it's
out of
25.
75.
Yes.
It's got a 78, so that's your probability. 25 out of 78 things. Which would make it like a 32%.
So from the West. Hmm. So this is a multiplication.
Graph paper. Graph paper.
So,
That person is from the West and has
so I did the person from the West is the same ratio as the other factor of like have they also had in and out, right? Because if they have you
I don't know that makes sense
to do them,
that way. Because we're throwing into our first probability of no additional information. All the people who have been in and out have never in and out in the West, right?
so like the first qualifier is are you from the West?
Yes.
That's you have 25 out of 78% chance. And then what's the probability that you have an In-N-Out burger, which is 18 over 78.
What makes that different from just saying, let's grab these 10 people and out of 78
Oh,
is what I'm saying.
oh.
Because that's the same thing that we're doing right here for no additional information.
It's 10 out of 78. Is it 0.07? No.
It's like 13%. I mean, that's how I would do it on my OCT.
Remember this.
and separate.
Oh yeah,
Like
because
the
they're
first one, it was like we
overlapping.
had those security. And then now you have, so these are like, so really,
They're
it already, that in and out number taken. Right, because it's already, it's kind of treated from the West.
Oh, that makes sense.
Unless it's too simple.
No, my brain is perplexed. So, but that makes sense.
So then the person from the West is the first pi would be 19 out
Yeah.
of 78. Unless it is. But what about has eaten in and out and prefers pi? How would you do that?
They have to be from the West, to take the number. How do you kind of look at that?
Yeah.
You could do the if they eat out.
So they have to be from the West. Because they're in big- got enough.
Next, back to your work from two numbers that share or don't share a common factor.
So I think that was one that we talked about. So that was one of the things we talked about.
Oh, because I was picturing,
I'm trying to think. We talked about.
it was on question number 6. But maybe it's from something earlier.
I feel like we talked about it. Was that in a previous week? Also, we talked about because that was because you guys that picking the numbers 1 through 5 and the cards. You and Rhonda wrote it down better than I did. I didn't write it down.
Misplaced my paper. I don't remember where I put it. It must be in my bag at home.
Back to your work on two numbers that share or don't share a common factor.
No clue.
Right. Because we did one with
I just don't get how the staircase relates to the factors.
I've been doing like out of 100 numbers, how many times have you done that?
yeah. Around
14. Oh, 1s and 7.
This is just a little bit confusing because if it's pertaining to something previously, or is it pertaining to what we did in the previous problem? You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I personally don't see how it connects to number 6.
Oh, if they do, they have. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I just put a question mark.
But it's one positive.
Okay, legit.
Well, I just keep doing it as out of 100 numbers because that'd be
Okay. More coin flips.
Yeah.
For each coin flip data set below, we're giving you the total number of runs in the data. A run is any consecutive group of flips of the same type, heads or tails. For example, this data set has 4 runs.
A run is any consecutive group of flips of the same type. Oh, so like the zeros? Basically, that it doesn't go.
Well, so like it's the 1 and the 1. This is because we talked about this last time. So it's the
Okay.
1 and the 1, right? But then it's like these 2 zeros. But then it's these 2 zeros. But so then like the second and third 0 is another run,
Okay.
and then the third and the fourth 0 is another run, or the
Okay.
fourth and the fifth 0 is right. Wait, that's 4 runs. No, that doesn't.
So, Jen,
Yeah.
for the runs,
Yeah.
you're looking at that 8, like the example. So the first run is 1, 1.
Yep.
The second run is 0. The third run is 1. So basically, anytime there's a switch, it's a new run.
Okay.
And then the group of zeros at the end is the last run.
Okay.
So, like, remember when we first talked about this, like in set 1 or pound set 1, we were like thinking about like
Yep.
data, like the strings are like a long run of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know, it's not really a mathematical term, so you could define it in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But that's how we're going to define it for Mist.
Okay.
So is it the switch or the?
Yeah. So it's every time. Like there's a run of 1, 1, then it's the 0, then it's the 1,
Okay.
and then it's the 5 zeros. It's a run. This is really bad. I shouldn't be eating all sweetie.
So does that mean in this example? Oh, okay. There we go. So which 2 data sets are real and which are fake? Is it wrong that it's really bothering me that we can't figure out F? So is there a mathematical way we need to know this? If it's telling us the data set has 81 runs of heads or tails, 60, 48, or 65, like is there a I figured that out in the past.
Mm-mm.
Otherwise I would say the one with the 60 and the 65 are the real ones. Because the 81 would be like I was trying too hard to make it look random.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 48 would be the opposite effect. Would be like too similar.
So I agree with the 81. Not sure about the 48, but maybe.
Here, she's here. Hey, precious. Good, how are you? Yes, yeah. If they ask, what I'm saying, yeah. I don't care how to feel with this. Good, that's having that. It's just like all Christiana. It's no matter what I do. It's all about Christiana. Like closer, is it, baby? It's just about you.
Camera left.
I don't know what that's. Yeah. So, seven.
Are you on?
No, we're on
Welcome problem set 2.
A little bit.
Because I think she answered your question.
Talk about his problem set 2. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if I'm looking at it, it's like the relationship, like 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 2 and 3, And we
Okay.
have
So
like-
it's the N minus
or the N and the M.
N plus 1.
Yeah. But why is that one? Why is it?
I think this is the one I did.
Oh. So I don't know that too.
Here, I think.
Do not. Oh, maybe for D, it's one of the numbers is 9. Because you have 3. I think it has something to do with that not being prime. I still just want the exact answer. Just tell me what it is.
You wouldn't be able because you can just divide it. Can you even remember?
Oh,
Because this is the area of the two pieces. Because I'm gonna square it. So like you had 100 steps. This one is 10 steps. I mean, look at it. Yeah. So let's ask, what are we missing? 7 options. There you go. So you have to do that probably about no, you got it.
I just add one row on each side, right?
Okay, so this was from problem set 2. So they talked about runs. So 44 of the 132 data sets have no runs of 6 or longer, and 33 of those are fake. So if there's more,
So I just is this
so if it has a run of 6 or longer,
staircase or 2?
right, chances are it's real versus the fake ones aren't going to have the longer runs.
Wait, 44.
Oh, I just had this and I drew extra. So it's the 10th step.
I just gotta finish writing one thing.
One
Working thing.
was it right or stepping? So I did that to like the top of that, and then I had to add the other step.
Okay. Which one's number 2?
That was for number 2, yeah.
Right. So then, yes, I got 102. Awesome. So then, if we talk about 100 studios, we just walk right up to 10.
So there's how many data sets on 2? 12, 81 divided by.
That was an area. Well, oh, I don't know. We look like 100.
So wait, is the run?
yeah.
One has to be one.
Oh, okay, never mind. No.
It's that.
It's just a little extra every time. I was used to it, but it was it's getting more warm up.
So like one staircase or 2.
So I think 81 and the 65 are
One, yeah, that's for 2.
the fake ones.
It's fine. Isn't it just gonna be passed off? The ones who buy,
Because both of those have no runs.
So I don't know if this works this way, but I didn't want to count.
Okay.
It's too hard.
Yep.
So there's 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I divided it by 12 of the 81 runs. There's 6.3
190.
quarters for A,
Mm-hmm.
5 for B, 4 for this one, and then this one is, was it 5.4? So it's not that much different. So I was just trying to think of, that would be the average number of runs per
And you'd add,
thing. So that would be the change in them. So because if you had 6 or longer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I think 6 run versus a run of 6, right? So that's
Yeah.
where I have like.
I know. I'm trying to figure out though if there'd be a connection. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to have to go back through and count, but if this can,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I have 6 or longer, then my number of switches would be, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
right.
I could have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had a run of 6,
Whoa. 10, right? Does it work like
um,
4 or 5? So it'd be 100.
could have,
So a run of 6 would be like 6
at
ones in a row.
most, yeah.
After that, 5,000. That's what I.
Yes.
Okay. I kept hearing 5.
Yeah, but so what I'm saying is, if I did say this was,
Okay.
then the most number of like the run I would have could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So
Yep.
I use that and that. This one could possibly at most, but the other two are higher than that. But I get what you're saying. I just didn't want to have to go out and look. So then the other one was 31.
I don't know what it is. Okay. So there's
So did the other one, did the 60 and the 48 not have a run or had less runs?
So the 60 had
well,
3 runs of 6 or longer. And then the 48 just had 1. So A had 1, A had 1, C had 1, and then D has none. But again, I think it's that idea like they're trying too hard to be random, right? There's lots of switches.
So you're saying which ones are false?
I think A and D are false.
But then wait, so didn't you say B had,
B has 3.
so why doesn't that go into?
So I think that's real, right? So this problem says that
Oh, 44 of the
that
ones
33
have no runs.
have
of
no
6.
runs. So if it has
So
no runs,
that's
I know,
confusing me, all
right?
these.
If it has no runs bigger than 3 numbers, it's
Yeah.
more likely to be fake.
If I had no.
Each number is increasing by 1. That's why I'm just like,
So if I had 3 numbers, that's 3 plus 2 plus 1, that's 6. So like if I have 1 number, it'd be 1. If I had 2 numbers,
That was a question.
3.
Yeah, and it's not it. That's it. And I just was so. That's the spend time with myself and so. We're all going. What? You good? You know. Okay. I fixed it. I'm just. Okay, that's great. Feeling good?
He is.
Oh,
Sure.
What? Even ergonomics. Oh, finally. I was just teaching my kids what cursive was yesterday and the
So,
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Does that pertain to what I was doing? Is it my number of switches?
Yeah. I think so.
So how does the number of runs compare to the number of switches in a data set? So
It's always one less. Huh.
First and last, you add so like 150, 160, because then you're going to do the hanging one. 50,
2 blocks of
say 10, which is 100 plus 1. The sum is the only you got it 55. Divided by 2, because it's just n divided by
1 inch.
so we got 1 plus 1. So if n is 50, that's 25. So then I want 25 times 51. And that would be the number. What happens to it? And go meet in the middle, and the middle number will be. This is what I was. Just saying, I can get there, but I don't. Yep. I don't know what real. I don't think they have to do this before I think it's like half hour for one, and you're doing that. So I think it's like half hour for like the first you get there, we're there. We just don't see that at lunch. We don't. So that's the rule for the summer. There's something that needs to get us to the number top, to the number of squares, right? So that's it. Would it be the like 9 exclamation points or like 5 exclamation points? And then we multiply that times 2. The factorial tells us what that tells us to multiply not divide. Is there a rule like the summation of if I want
Okay, it's blocks.
Is that something? So I was thinking factorials. But factorials require multiplication, not addition. But added 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 13, that gives me 45. If I multiply that then by 2, that gives me the total area of both locations. But I had 5. 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, right, gave me, was that 15? And then when I doubled that, it gave me 30, which is both of them together. So is that a consistent rule to where I can add, is that if n is 9, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
To get for if n is 9, we need to multiply by 10 and divide by 2. N times 10 is 9 divided by 2, so we got 45. That's what n is, right? Will that work for other numbers?
Well, if n is 5, so that's that n. So that 1. I don't know if that works for 5. It has to be 15. And maybe that's not the rule, but that was just a pattern. Oh, because 5 times 6, we have to go up. So 5 stairs. Okay. 6 is 30. 6 is 25. 4 7 stairs. 5. Yeah, I think the other guy. So maybe it would rather look for everything. Here is our rule for the sum of the 13. So I think we got that, but then n plus 1 times 2 divided by 2. Is that what you're saying? N plus 1 times 2 divided by 2? And 2 divided by 2. So, okay, 5. 5 6 times the immersion. Yes, okay, and okay. Divided by 2. Got it. Oh yeah, that works. So that wasn't making sense. Okay, so in F, how does that work in the back to the we weren't finished. That was 6. Yeah, and then 6. Oh, man. I don't know, yeah. No. Nah, bro. Nope.
That doesn't.
No.
Or at all.
We just don't get that. That's what I was thinking earlier. I was like,
We don't get to these.
That's not,
That doesn't work.
you're missing the sides. So it would have to be
Never mind.
I saw the 3-dimensional steps.
We did, Carrie Factory, and I thought this was gonna be fun. I wasn't even reading it. It's like, I guess the message is very F-A-R-E-Y. I was like, what is this gonna be about? I mean, I just every time I saw that thing, I mean, I just yeah. So it's like when you get, you know, between like all the so the first step, everything between 0 and 1 is the negative. So it would be 0. So
6 of them. I'm looking for 6 of them.
in the line, it would be like 0 and 1. The 2 should have 1/2. That'd be it. So it would be 1/3, 2/3, 4. 4, you only have 1/2. 3/4.
Is that right? I think that's right.
4/6.
No.
6, then you get 4.
Yes.
Because you can't see that one.
Oh yeah.
You get this thing, and then if there's patterns in it, like
But then
Right, so then I need another one that is 4.
I think that leaves empty space.
Okay, so
Because I
Okay.
maybe, why would you need 6 of them?
Show how 6 blocks in this shape to be fit together to form a solid box. Or better yet, build it.
So cover some of these.
Yeah, there's tons of them in here, so
2, 3, 4,
as
5.
many as you want.
I want to build 2 of them, and I feel like it matters.
like little.
I think they still input this stuff.
That's what happens when I start.
Yeah, the midterm.
Yeah, I wish I had the Omnifix cubes because they would fit together to build the whole thing.
These would never work in the classroom. Because they'd be projectiles across the room.
I was thinking about the other day how I miss having.
Okay, so this is how I'm going to test it.
No, I've been so busy.
This will fit
You want to come to Burger King?
here.
No, I have,
That's why
oh,
Right?
they don't go together that way.
4, and then tomorrow at school.
Because I need both here. Now they're all different heights.
Oh my god, that was so amazing.
I was yesterday.
What time are you thinking?
4,
Eight?
3, 4.
6? I have TFA office hours, but no one ever comes. So well, it's gonna be from 6 to 7:30, but no one ever comes. So I could usually, we could do like, I can usually bump it up. I can usually do like
What about
6:30 and no one will go to 7. Or we can still do 6:30 because I'm right downtown. I'm
Your office hours are at my facility.
I'm not in
find a way that
For like first years.
I was thinking?
Come. I'm just there to help. So
this staircase, right? So this
Yeah.
one here
all of the
can match up with this one.
people for first year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
Upside down, so
Yeah.
it would go like this.
yep.
So I got people from the question. And it's literally just to be a resource for whatever they might need it.
Then next to it,
Yeah, no, they're not coming.
then that one would
Is it?
line up, right?
Is it the new structure? Yeah.
Unless I did something wrong, that one won't line up.
Maybe not tonight, but
Tomorrow.
right during burger.
But now is this starting like another?
Oh yeah. Maybe. These are.
Yeah, because I want to.
Okay, so we're saying, I have no idea.
Come on. Made it. This tower went down. I don't think I was using it. Sure, that was the-
How am I supposed to figure it out? Which one is real or fake? I guess it goes back to what we talking about the first time with the 50%.
Then, okay.
Right.
If you got any more blue ones, I got a theory.
Yep.
Five, 4,
Wait,
4,
You're gonna use that.
4.
You work a lot of work.
talk to my dean of students. And I advisory side. I'm a bit shy. Y'all should go respond to anybody email. So.
Plan on doing like 2 people. We're not taking the work with, but we get scholarships. I can use that money at a different school. That I'm not funding. I'd say that
2,
is that right.
2.
No. So here's one. Okay, so that's that.
But if we get
So better making.
oh, there's one just for one.
So that's this is.
I had a box of ones that were all different colors.
And they go to their charter bus.
That would be so funny. If I mean, just make the questions, I would have a turn. It's gonna be that. Okay, well, I'll get my dad I don't know anything. Yeah, got died. Yo.
I'm trying to figure out, like when we look at it from
Like if you
the side,
put,
how,
so if we put, so here,
because
if
it's
we
this,
did it,
it's this step right here that's messing me up.
I just want to
this,
also a tuition sharing
But then how do we get,
fees. They get in-state tuition at certain no matter what.
is that step of 2?
If they go to Georgia to one of them.
Fuck Atlanta, spell
Fuck
it, Warhammer.
mm,
Fuck Atlanta just had a student. Count more than.
I wonder if this
We won't go to Clark. We won't go to Clark Atlanta.
is in the wrong.
I don't
I
think
feel
so.
like that one's in the wrong.
No, the reason is because here, the way we did it, if we cut it like this,
Oh, so this one should actually
this one
be
has to
one
be
top.
higher.
Okay.
This one is like these
Yep.
step down, and because of that, this line.
I haven't secured enough funding.
So I feel like then that maybe doesn't go together like that.
I will contact you. I'd rather you handle it.
I know they all be.
Where is the dance?
But it's still
What if
perfect person.
What if
I'm gonna
it's
do it this
off
way?
center? What if it's,
So-
but what if it's not? What if it's like this?
They won't go.
Because I feel like it might something like that, and that.
And technically, we really can't take it apart. Like we took it apart,
Well, because of
but I don't.
I feel like when we were doing this guy, you know how it was off kilter?
Mhm.
I feel like that might have.
Oh.
I'd totally be wrong.
Yep.
Because that can't be right because of the step. We have nowhere where we have a 2-step where it would fit in there. So then this one would go here. And then, yeah, that one didn't go together. Oh no, Chelsea, you must have.
Every hour.
Right.
Like,
Here,
tell me about
Can you do that?
yeah, this. And that one goes there.
That's why she
Did I do that right?
Mhm.
all that would be good. You know, it's like, I'm like,
And then that one.
she likes me a lot. Harrison, yes.
But then, did I do something
No,
wrong?
I think you're.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Aaron, how do we determine
That was us together, right?
Because look back at your picture.
What did I do?
So we have one here that's all blue, and we have one here that's all yellow.
My test.
Yeah, I
that's
guess what I'm
right.
struggling is
Oh, okay. Yep.
that.
Yeah. That this.
I did.
Did I mess
Are we
something
pushed? You know what? This is pushed.
up?
I think this got pushed. There, like that.
Tony,
So these ones are off.
do like the distribution if it was two person, and if it was counting
Yep. So this one should be.
was repeated more than 6 times in a row.
Yep. Because this 2 should be here. Wait, hold on.
If there's like a row that's
Yeah, do this.
This one should be here.
the two numbers like the 1 1?
no. It's like 1 1 1 1 1.
And
Okay.
this one. Yep.
Okay, so 6.
But that's not. How many 2s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should I have 6?
Because then I think we need a 1 here. Right?
One is like a continuation. So,
One there.
so like if you have
1 here.
0,
There.
1,
Oh, the 2 doesn't go there. The
that's
2 goes right there.
a run of zeros. You have a run of
You put that in
No, I don't remember. I don't remember where this came
Okay,
from.
here, let's put this. All right, let's put Humpty back together again here.
for long day.
All right, so that's.
Oh,
But that's okay. So like, and if it switches,
Oh, that goes right here.
that's a new one. Every time it enters, it's a new one.
Okay,
Okay, so this set of numbers.
I said the omnifix cubes and that in all directions would be very helpful right here.
okay. So you said it was 2 the space with the
And
run.
then-
this one.
Only one digit.
Yes, the run was like over 6 or
Okay,
7.
so 6 or more.
Yeah.
Space.
Like this. Okay. So that lines up like that. That lines up like that. That 2 goes
That's
here, and then the 1 sits on the ground.
Is it because of all of the
This two
ones
goes here.
with 3 down on the left?
And
With one set of
then
those?
this sits right here.
One
So
So they're like, so
then if I have 1,
go on the same game.
Right.
Yeah.
So if one set is in the whole game,
If
is
there's,
Do we need 6 or do we just need?
it's
Okay. they're giving us like 81.
it's gonna be hard because of the yellow. No. So this would be, well, let me see.
I can go get other. You want me to go get other colors?
Well, I want to detach these, and then it might help us determine how it's supposed to go together.
I don't know how many people.
Oh, how many?
they- You can stack the zeros. There's 6 zeros and 2 2. 3 in the third row down, third row up. So really, a perfect 50-50 would be a
I'm
tail.
so bad at tests like this. Like,
But so
I feel like 6 is important, and I feel like it's because we have row 5 with the n plus 1 business.
perfect is that's what it is. That's like
Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to connect it.
that's
I'm curious as to how this. Those would obviously go together, but then that one gets too tall. So I feel like that's not how it goes.
6 or more, throwing it off. D could potentially be true. Because there's not 6 or more of one digit in one.
right, and I feel like these aren't flat
No question.
She said no question.
No question. She said exactly.
to be able to like
First page.
set something on top of it. Like if I think about putting on upside down,
Oh, right.
and then I don't have one, and then
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm
that
so
same.
And then I got half of these.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Okay. I mean, not a 4 fake, 1 true. That seems legitimate. Like,
2 here.
if we call D true.
But shouldn't be 50% of them should be fake.
Holes.
So it should be close to 2.
So I mean something has to go.
Closer to 2 should be fake. Oh,
2 out of
like
5.
2.
We only have 4 more left.
Oh.
A box.
Great.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I don't know. How does the number fly?
Don't.
Which is wait a second. What is the
If this was moved like that,
It all has to be.
right?
But that we did that the first time I thought, and it didn't make a.
Yeah, that didn't
They made
help the
2
situation.
steps.
Yeah.
Read the one for a switch. At the bottom it talks about Ellen Mark and Jimmy Smith. No idea. That's why I don't gotta be. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't.
So we have columns of 5, columns of 4, columns of 3, columns of 2, and columns of 1, right? So we
Yeah.
have 1 column of 5, then we get 3 columns of 4,
Yeah.
right? Then we have 5,
Yeah.
column 3, and 7,
Ideally, multiple that.
Then 9.
and then 9.
Okay. 0, 1, 0. So how do I look at it? So that's 2 switches. 0, that's 0, 1 is a switch, and 1, 0 is a switch.
So then, like in that first 10 numbers, you have 4 switches, right? You have 0, 1. Then you repeat that 1 and go 1, 0.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the 0, 0, 1. Keep the 1.
So that would be 4 switches.
4 switches. And then yeah, right? Because it's every time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So show how, or better yet, build it.
Then the 1, the 0, the 1, the 0.
So is the run when it changes, or is it like that? So is 0 to 1 a run, or is it 0, 1?
Every time there's a change.
So how many runs, if you look at D,
So,
So this is 10 and
0,
10 and 5.
1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 0.
oh, got it. Oh,
Is that whole true?
wanted it. Just throwing it out there. Or what if I did? I'm sorry if it's too big. I was trying to like offset it.
Mhm.
Like on the floor. Or that's not right, even though it looks like it should be.
It is 0 to 1. 0, 1 next to each other. You have to switch, then it goes to the left. But it goes back to 0, that's
So
so 0 is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you get that 1, 0. Switch.
and I don't know why.
So that this,
So they're not the same thing by definition. So they're
So the one thing that I noticed, right, is if I look at this and I'm thinking about kind of that end, the like adding up the consecutive numbers, right? Because like again, this is related somehow, right? So 1 plus 9 is 10,
Mm-hmm.
that area.
and plus 7 is 10, and 5 plus, and then like 5 plus 5 is 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering that, like, and this completely doesn't make sense, but is it somehow like we should be stacking them like 2 on top of each other, and then the other ones would fill in
What?
like on the side?
I'm just
What goes up?
Yeah, like up, but that's so there's like negative. Do you know what I mean? So like one is like completely inverted on top of the other, and then the others fill in the negative. So they're like, so think about like, so it's 6 because you're actually making 6 sides of a cube. That's 5 by 5. Carrie's nodding.
look at our block.
She's like,
So what you're saying is like if we took this and had another one on top, then this would go in sideways.
yeah. So that this is actually.
So
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we. I don't know if we can do it with these
I'm doing it sideways to picture.
blocks.
Well,
Oh, I can't do it.
So
1 by 1 by 1.
No, I think you were right.
Well, then where would I put this one?
So the value can be calculated in this illustrated.
But the cube is 10, right? So the cube has a side of. Is that right? I hate spatial stuff.
Oh, so there's 16. So you're adding.
I guess I just can't picture
Mhm.
how it goes in there. I can kind
Because I think like the problem with the way we built this, like I don't think this is even like there's no like this is the problem is it's like it's not a whole. I almost want to like get tape and like tape this all together so that it like stays. Maybe a rubber band. Maybe a rubber band would work.
or on the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. Let's try it.
Oh,
So let's do this. So we could
I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
So
Or is this a 2-person job? Almost.
Almost. I hope what happens when I take my fingers out.
Okay.
It's gonna explode from the inside. Put them really low over here.
Oh, yep.
No.
That one's not in.
we'll finish. And do that. Which other shot?
All right.
Did you read that tough stuff?
That's why I'm
'Cause it-
it's hard. Figure it out. Volume.
Yeah, because when I tried to lift it up.
Oh,
those
oh
ones-
yeah, they fall out.
I got it.
What do you have in it?
I just read number 11. I am not a computer.
I don't even know what
Math, I am not a fan of at all. That one's a pass.
Okay. Down seat
Good.
solid. Uh-oh. This one should be 4.
So that last
Does the tape work better?
I have to do it to this section. Yeah. Use a combo.
That's weird.
This one?
Oh, yep. Top down, you think works
Yeah.
works better?
And then I might
I don't even provide them my number.
put a little tape right. To get it to stay.
Oh, it makes sense. So I could computer programming is also
So how did I do that last one? I was like this.
I could do that.
Is that how this
Now I
this
just sure and that was when I was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Right?
Wow.
What do you think?
Well, it's not gonna fit quite right because they're not fitting
Oh, yeah.
inside of each
Oh,
other.
yeah, it was like that.
You get the little robot to jump on the log.
Code.org. That's
You might be able to tell one cue. Oh, it's right here. All right.
Now she has
We just abandoning the rubber bands and going for tape.
I think I'm gonna use a combo.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna tape my rubber band down.
The rubber band for some tension and then
Oh, I invented it. Out there back in the
I don't know.
I wish I had
Yeah, the rubber band makes it tight. I think the rubber band just got close to the side. There we go. I feel more secure in this choice.
Right.
Oop, that's nice.
Okay. 2 down. Oh no, we're not gonna finish. And taunt me. I feel like this is one of those things where a Desmos person would help out.
Speaking of things, can I show you my new block? I'm gonna show you all the pictures.
Okay. So that goes like that. And then this one goes like
And for her to be
so much.
for her to be a mixed baby, she has no curls.
oh, yep, right.
Yep.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, Tulsa.
You too, Carrie.
See you next
I can know we're like amazed at all those tools.
We'll take pictures for you.
It's supposed to work. what am I missing here?
Here goes nothing. Mine's gonna explode. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
only lost one.
so close.
It's only one. Oh no, it was almost more than one.
Nope. Lost one on the bottom. So this is where my spatial capabilities.
You should just use these wherever you eat lunch. You should just put it as a centerpiece.
Just leave it out. This actually reminds me of like one of those like wooden toys you get for Christmas, right? Like this would be something I would buy my kids. Like, here, figure this out. Actually, I could bring it home. My son would probably solve it in like 5 minutes.
You can probably would, honestly, like where the kids are like, well, they're like more nimble, right, in playing with things sometimes. Like they don't know how it's supposed to go.
Yep.
I don't. How old is your son, Jen?
So the one that I was thinking of is my 13-year-old, just
Yeah.
because he's like super good at this kind of stuff.
Totally. And like he's not going to think about it in terms of a formula or like cubic functions.
Right.
He already knows. He's gonna be like, wait a second, like I should be able to make this fit together nicely.
Yep.
Wait, and then if we did, and then we could fit 2 more.
Yay!
Let's just not
We got
make
it.
Because it would just be a repeat.
Okay.
So I think you should take a picture when it's like that. So we only needed 3.
Yeah.
It was half.
Well, I think we have to add that one on there because then we see
Okay.
how it. Well, hold on. I'll take one like this,
Okay.
and then we'll take one of it. Let's see, let me turn this
Oh, I have to take a picture
Hold
too.
on. That was like.
Because my
blurry.
coworker always asks me what I do, and I gotta tell her I played with cubes. Should we add this one?
Yep. Then add that one because then I think you can see how the rest of it would work. All right.
So now why is it like that?
That is the question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has something to do with that 10. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, that was fun.
I'll just leave you with like one little food for thought for that problem. Like if you're now starting to really think about like why, I don't know if you guys ever use this. I'm sure you do with your students, but like it might be helpful honestly to build like smaller ones up to them.
Yeah.
About that, but awesome job, good perseverance, like really enjoying that. Medical practice, right? I'm sure at times you're like, I wish my students had that same like passion of like, I don't want to stop this. Like,
Yeah.
no, I can do it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. There were a couple, but we'll just start next time with looking at a few other problems. It's mostly my fault, frankly, that I was late, and some of those beginning problems will kind of feed into it. So there's just some stuff I wanted to make sure we get like on the same page, vocabulary, whatever.
Yep.
But awesome. Sorry. Again, I like literally one thing you guys will get to know throughout the year is like, I am like overly too honest. So like it was just like, when I was like, oh my, I mean, the email I wrote back to you was literally how I felt like, OMG, like I don't even know how to know myself right now. I don't even know what to say or do. So thanks for your patience. And thank you for doing the math. Like that's awesome. I guess that's a good reason I send those one day early so that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So thank you. And Chelsea, thank you. It was good to see you again.
You too.
Have a good Thanksgiving. And I think just like, I know you probably have already done this or not, but just like maybe circle a couple of like thoughts or things that you used in more than one of the problems, like finding the average or thinking about different probabilities, and then that will play into our work for December,
All right.
which I will be early to.
That sounds good.
All right, see you guys next month.
Yep. Thanks.
Thank you.
I